Okay, I think we'll get started now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon to our cadisSTUDIO product keynote. I'm Franz Renger. I'm the head of support and delivery at CADIS, which means I'm basically responsible for everything starting from implementation, onboarding, and up to customer support while you're working with CADIS. Joining me to support me today is my colleague Anne, who is our senior consultant, and she'll be helping me out with the demo because she's the one who knows CADIS best of all of us, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Okay. Today is a bit of a different CADIS webinar. The last 2 or 3 ones were when we are launching new products, new modules for CADIS. Today we're not launching cadisSTUDIO. cadisSTUDIO been there for a while, but not every celebration you have as a parent is a new birth. This time for cadisSTUDIO, it's more like a coming of age, an 18th birthday. We are very proud that our baby is now able to stand alone and be able to go out into the world and work with you, our customers. It's finally ready. We're at the stage where we can now announce that cadisSTUDIO has all the functionality that cadisControl used to have, and this is what we're introducing today. Well, let me just quickly switch to the agenda. What are we going to show to you today? Overview. Well, first of all, the question why, just the motivation, why do we move to the browser with our Office front end for our users? What will change when we do that and what will not change? Then we'll have a live demo by Anne, so you can have a look and feel of cadisSTUDIO. I'm well aware that most of you, or basically all of you, have seen cadisSTUDIO before because there have been parts of CADIS that were already available in cadisSTUDIO, some of them exclusively available in cadisSTUDIO, but now we have launched a lot of features in cadisSTUDIO that were previously only available in cadisControl. And then we'll talk about what will happen in the next steps in the rest of the year, and we'll probably have time for a few question and answers. Please feel free to write your questions in the chat at any time. We'll just go through our demo and our presentation, and then afterwards I'm sure we have some time to go into your questions. Now, what is cadisSTUDIO? Well, you all already know our baby. It's the browser-based evolution of CADIS. It is not a new system. It's the same great CADIS. It's the same CADIS backend. It's the same business logic. It's the same workflows. And with workflows, I really also mean the user workflows. We have taken great pains to have the functionality in cadisSTUDIO be as close as possible to what people are used in cadisControl. Basically, for every cadisControl screen, you will find the same screen in cadisSTUDIO. It has the same menus, the same functions, the same filters. Obviously, they look a bit different, and cadisSTUDIO has a lot of additional features and improved user experience, and has all the features of a web interface. So what if it's mostly the same functionality-wise? Why do that? Why move from cadisControl to cadisSTUDIO? For cadisControl, we had a lot of very positive user feedback. People like it, and users like it. Why switch at all? Well, it's not only going with the times. CADIS is a business application. Business applications don't need to be pretty. They just need to work really, really well. but the times are moving on. cadisControl requires a local installation. People have to install a client on their desktop with IT security guidelines going where they are going. This often means that we have a dependency on the IT department in your company. They need to allow users to install CADIS, or they need to bundle it and roll it out. That creates work for your IT department. It creates work for us as well, quite frankly, because we have to coordinate that. What's even worse, it affects our end users. First of all, it's really annoying that you have to install cadisControl when we have an update of the software. And that's not what we're used to anymore. 5 years ago, that was normal. Now it's not. And the other thing is that it's not so easy to install an update of CADIS, to publish a new release or even just a bug fix. It needs to be coordinated, and depending on the policies, it can be quite difficult. So that's something that we just need a solution for. And it's obvious it's the web client. Also, cadisControl limits accessibility to operating system, Windows basically. Windows. You can have cadisControl on Windows. Actually, cadisControl would run on Linux or Mac, but the installer only works on Windows, and you can only use what you can install. With the browser application, we all know that it works on every operating system that you have, and what's maybe even more important, it also works on your tablet, on your phone. If necessary, you can take it everywhere and use it from everywhere without any installation. And the last point is just user expectation. User expectation, not only that people expect a modern looking application when they, for example, when they start a new job with you, your planners, your dispatchers, they expect something that looks modern. Our customers expect, when we present CADIS, something that looks modern, but that's only part of the equation. The other, the really in day-to-day business, more important part of the equation is that people are now used to working with web applications. We all know how to handle a browser. We know how to handle tabs, how to handle password managers. All that kind of stuff we no longer think about is something people expect in the tool, and all that doesn't need to be trained anymore. If you're in a browser application, people just bring that with them, and we only need to teach them how the functionality of CADIS works, not how the user front-end functionality works. So that's why we took that this decision. How will you work with cadisSTUDIO? Well, I could make it as simple as you just log in and work, because it's a web-based application browser. There is no installation required. You just open the URL and log in. And we have the same system. It's a new front end. We have kept changes in the workflow, in the user workflow as minimal as possible. People will still have, as I said, the same screens, the same menu functions, and at the same time, we made some big usability improvements in the user front end. Many things, filters, opening as many windows as you like, and a lot of other things we improved and added on. But our goal was to be able, for a user who is familiar with cadisControl, to be able to open up their web browser and see cadisSTUDIO and find the screens there and the menus that they're used to working with, and just be able to use them with minimal adjustments. Sometimes a button is on the left top and not on the right bottom of the screen anymore, because it's just a bit different in the browser. But mostly you'll be quite, when you see it, you'll see that it's very familiar. And we hope that the users will see that as well, minimizing really the effort for going to cadisSTUDIO. And with all that introduction, we are already at the demo section. Anne will now show you a few of the UI features that we have in cadisSTUDIO, new usability features, and then we're just going to walk through, as an example, a dispatching use case, which is very common in CADIS, where you can then see how to interact with CADIS. And those of you who work with cadisControl will hopefully see that the actual work hasn't changed, really. Just many things are a lot smoother and easier to use. So, Anne, your show, over to you.
Thank you. So I'm here in the cadisSTUDIO home menu or home screen. You already know it you already know it. So this is the start screen when you open cadisSTUDIO. So you have here on the left side the navigation menu, that little package symbol. When you click on it, then you see the whole navigation menu opens with all modules and areas. This is how you find your way around in cadisSTUDIO, no matter where you are, because that icon is in every screen in CADIS. You will also notice that the menus are underlined. That is because that menus are links. So if you use the right mouse, then you have the option to open the link in a new tab or in a new window. So I will open the tour monitor now in a new tab, and it's easy to switch between different tabs. Also, what I want to show you here is the notification. This little bell you see here. I have notification because I have more than 50 collection orders which are still not dispatched, and one shipment with a dispatching log. And that notification you can set up by yourself, similar how it works in cadisControl under Extras. Click on the gear icon and you can choose between 3 levels: user, depot, and global, depending on what access rights you have. I'm logged in as an admin, so here you can see everything that is possible. If you only have user rights, you can change your own notifications. Your IT person or key user can set up the depot or global settings for you. When you click on the shipments, the shipment overview will be open. On the left, you can see the filter panel. The default is always, the default shows always the execution date, and on the bottom you see the number of items which matches to that selected filter. Let me show you how easy filtering is. I set up the filter to the transport type because I'm interested of shipments for the last mile, and I see every shipment which matches to that filter panel. Maybe I'm also interested for the dispatching status. I just type in and the dispatching status option filter will be displayed. I select it and I select the filter to be dispatched, for an example. And you see we have 260 shipments which are open for dispatching. If you don't need the filter anymore, it's easy to delete it. To delete them, just press the trash icon. And it is also possible to set or create views But this is not a new function in cadisSTUDIO, so how to create views and also save and switching between different views, it's very easy. The default is always there and can be used to have the default display again. On the right side, you see the column selector. And here you can deactivate and activate column. And what is also a cool feature, a cool new feature, is that you have here the option to search for columns. For an example, if you want to see the outbound route, then you see here it's possible to make that screen a little bit larger. But we have also tooltips here. This is a Windows thing that you need to meet that pixel where the arrows appear. So here are the matching columns with outbound. So I have tooltips here. I see the outbound relation ID and the routing information of a shipment. And now if I deselect the column and select it again, you see here the selected column comes to the focus. So no longer searching anymore. This is gone, and the column will be highlighted a little bit in blue color. So I repeat that again so that everybody see what I'm talking about. So the column is highlighted. We have also here an option for grouping. So if I go with my mouse to that small lines here, I can drag that outbound relation ID to group my shipment table by outbound relation ID. That happens immediately after selection. Maybe I'm also interested to group by dispatching status or dispatch status. And I also drag it here. And now I have two levels. So I see the group by outbound relation ID and also the dispatching status. So for an example here, I have one route and I have shipments which are still to be dispatched, not dispatchable because that was the morning demo session, and also dispatched shipments. If you don't need that grouping anymore, just delete it here by pressing the X and everything is normal again. The moving of columns is not new. That works just a little bit smoother than in cadisControl. And what we also have here is a quick view. So you see the quick view is activated on my for my session, and you see here without changing the overview that the different information or detail information in that panel. To deactivate the quick view, just press the click and you can select the shipments here and nothing will happen. To activate it again, that is the small arrow here on that side. The quick view can be also opened as a full screen. Then you see here, for an example, information regarding the shipment, contact dates, references, and a timeline. The timeline is a display of things what happens in the shipment on the depot and also on the trip. That view can be changed to a compact view. Then you have that options in that way, and also easy. Then we have the separated areas for the depot and the trips. The context menus in the shipment overview. If you select the shipments in the overview, you can call the context menu as familiar also in cadisControl, and you see here the different menus. It's the same, almost the same than in cadisControl, so you don't need to relearn everything. But what we have here, as you see, that menu can be a little bit longer and you need to scroll. For an example, if you want to geocode shipments, then you can just type in, so we have a search option here, just type in the word and the option will be displayed here. And it is also possible to set up favorite options when you have functions that will be what you use, but what you need more. Then you can add a star, you press the star icon, and then you have that as a favorite, and that option will be displayed now as first. So you can set up here different options as favorite. And also the same, the menus which are not activated, you already know also from cadisControl. The reason why some options are not active will be also displayed the same than before. So then I will go through the shipment details. So I open the shipment details now. Also here we have the underlined word, so I can use the right mouse click and open the link in the new tab for an example. So now I have already 3 tabs open. What is different here is the tabs which are at the bottom in cadisControl. Now we have moved to the left side, and we have here an action menu and with more options than in cadisControl. So from this screen, it is also possible to dispatch directly, for an example, on last mile tour. So this I will also show as an example. I select the tour and dispatch. And yeah, now here comes an option which is really new, because what we see here is links. So that was simply not possible in cadisControl. So you can copy the link. If you imagine you are in a meeting with colleagues, you don't need to spell the shipment number anymore. Just copy the link and send it to your colleague in the Teams chat. Very quick. Good. Dispatching. So we have dispatched now one shipment from shipment details. Now I want to show you how to dispatch via drag and drop. If you use, for an example, different monitors, I will show that in one browser tab, the dragging and drop function. So I will call that package item to have the navigation menu and open the trip monitor in a new tab. If you have different screens, different monitors, then you would use maybe the new window to move one window on the second screen. What I don't do now in that session, because that would be a little bit struggling to show or to share both screens. So I will open the link in a new tab, and then I like to filter on the outbound idea. This is not a real filter, this is a search option, but the shipments which are to dispatch will be also displayed. So for the planned trip 130. And also I will do the drag and drop. Drag and drop option is available here on that, in that case, in the shipment number column. You see here the underlined, the two small lines, and a hand will be displayed. If that hand is displayed, that is a sign, or that is a moment you can grab that shipment and drop it in the trip monitor. And here, this is my new tour, and very easy drag and drop option is still available. It would be also available the same as in cadisControl to drag a shipment from shipment overview to the loading overview, as an example. So now we are in the trip monitor. What we have here is also a filter section on the left side. The filter is the same than in cadisControl, on a different place. This can be collapsed to save space for the tour lists. The same column and filter options are also available here. You can have the option to search for a specific column, the same that I already showed in the shipment overview. This is already known. Here's a stop table of the selected tour, for an example, and the shipments which are still to be dispatched. The buttons to create a new trip, or for an example, also the auto dispatching button, we have moved here at the top. In cadisControl, that was below the map, so you will find that options here. Also, we have here context and action menu. That 3 dots means always this is the menu where you can where you can select, for example, send messages to the car to an assigned trip, or optimizing, and so on. The same context menus we have also here. So the auto dispatching that would be done here, and what we do for now is, one moment, I need to refresh the screen. Yeah, better. So then I have here my prepared trip. So the trip is has the status is created, and we see that dispatched shipments in the map. So this dispatching functions, so drag and drop options, are also available here. You see that lines. So if you would change to the shipment overview, you see the hand is displayed, and I can also drag and drop to the tour table, or drop the shipment on the tour in the map. And in the map, we have also a very cool feature, that is the lasso functionality. To deactivate that lasso selection, just click it, and then we need to display also the shipments which are to be dispatched. I will select the trip selection filter. That means that the dispatchable shipments will be displayed which are planned for that local traffic route 130. And now you can, when I scroll a little bit more, in cadisControl it was only possible to select the dispatchable shipments in the map, and here you can draw the shipments which you wish to dispatch, and then you see they are activated now and pull it to the tour on the table. So the next step would be to optimize the tour. This is nothing new. It is also possible to select that more than one tour for the optimization, and to shorten the time, I will use only my prepared trip, press optimize, and the shipments will be planned into the best order, and you can apply the optimization. As far as the trip is optimized, it's ready to release the loading. I will do this, and this is a good moment to show you the terminal handling stuff. Per double click, you will land in the loading details screen. Here's also nothing new. The tabs are not on the bottom anymore. We moved it to the top in that screen, and here you can also make selections, cancel dispatching, and load the shipments in cadisControl if you have the regarding rights. And I will do this because I need it for now, and now we have load all the shipments for that trip. So to monitor the loading, we have here the loading and unloading menu. So the loading will be here. This is the same loading overview. Then in cadisControl, you can pre-select the traffic type, and the screen loading overview will be open. The same idea is here, the unloading overview. Also, by pressing the menu, the unloading overview will be open. The same then in cadisControl, you can filter by the transport type. Last mile, for an example, nothing is here for today. This will be different on your system, but for an example, the line haul unloading lists can be monitored here. Under cross-dock, we have the My Loadings and My Unloadings option. These menus are developed for the user, for the warehouse staff who has tablets with a reduced view and also optimized for touching. So I will go back to the trip monitor. So here is the trip. I know the shipments are loaded, and we can close the loading. In that screen, a loading summary will be displayed. You have an overview of all loaded shipments and also of pickups if available on that trip. And then you can close the loading the same then in cadisControl. So the trip monitor is in the section first and last mile. You see also here different areas are also under the first and last mile area. For an example, the order overview, vehicles, the vehicle overview, and the map. So if you press here also maybe in a new tab the order overview, then it will be opened. One moment. So here also the filter options on the left side. The default is it's not the delivery type, but CADIS will be open the same filters when you left the last time that screen. So you need to filter. So the default will be the order overview, and you will see collection and delivery orders mixed. If you want to filter on order type, you can select that here, and you just only the delivery orders will be displayed. We have also the vehicle filter, everything which was also available in cadisControl, you find here in the filter option. So if you select orders, you will also find again the action menu to change status or to print delivery order and photo documentation if available. And the same options are also available in the order details. I opened the order details by double click, and also here we have the print options for proof of delivery and also the photo views and so on. The tabs which are also at the bottom in cadisControl will be on the left side. You can watch the details here, also the history, everything as before, almost as before. What I forgot in that session is that you have also the possibility to monitor the tour. It's also almost the same in cadisControl. Here is that gear icon, and you can display the remaining route and the already moved route. So also if a vehicle would be available here, then you would also see that small vehicle icon from cadisControl, a little bit nicer. So that was the demo. I hope you got a good idea of what cadisSTUDIO looks like, and what I can say from myself, I do not open cadisControl anymore. Every function is available now in cadisSTUDIO, and I think it's really great what we have built here. So now I hand back to Franz. Thank you for watching.
Okay, let me quickly summarize what we've seen. Key benefits of cadisSTUDIO are, of course, no local installation. Everything just works on the browser. You can access cadisSTUDIO on any device, any operating system. Anne showed you the features that are optimized for tablet use in the warehouse. These have been there before, but as not many people were using cadisSTUDIO in day-to-day work, they might have gone unnoticed. So these are there for mobile users. Updates of cadisSTUDIO, when we update the CADIS version, are really frictionless. We tried that one ourselves yesterday when preparing for the demo, because we were on this wrong version, and I just called my colleague and he deployed, and I think our service outage was about 30 seconds Of course, we have a very small database, but and it was just no database migration, but really we're down from, I think usually we are now at 15 minutes, and then people have to install cadisControl again, and with cadisSTUDIO it's really down to maybe less than a minute or just a couple of minutes, which is really, really great because we can release new CADIS versions much faster, because we don't have to coordinate so much with IT and of course with users who then have to install cadisControl. The user experience is, we've taken many measures to improve user experience, many things that you asked us for on cadisControl, and we said, yeah, we don't want to do that there anymore. We actually did put them in cadisSTUDIO. Probably not all of them, but you know, we're not finished implementing. This is going to continue, but many of the stuff that you asked us for that was not ideal for users in cadisControl is now available in cadisSTUDIO, and you'll find that onboarding a new user will be quite faster than with cadisControl. Then what happens next? Well, when is cadisSTUDIO available? It's been available for 3 years, if you want to phrase it that way, but really the full feature parity with cadisControl is already in the 2026.1. In the next release, 2026.2, which will be in a few weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, it will be available. We have full parity in user experience, which includes really important stuff like drag and drop and improvements in the workflows for the users, confirmation menus that close automatically if there is no problem, things like that. So 2026.2 is really the version that we think will make users who are used to cadisControl quite happy. I'm already quite happy with the 2026.1, just like Anne. I've never opened cadisControl anymore if I can help it. So you're doing me a personal favor if you update very quickly, or not only me, but our whole support organization and consulting organization will really love you if you update early. For the time being and for quite a while, both cadisControl and cadisSTUDIO will be available. You can use both in parallel. A user is free to use the one or the other or both at the same time. You can just open it. There are no restrictions. Of course, there is a fine print. At some point, we will want to get rid of cadisControl. Which release that will be in is not defined yet. cadisControl will certainly be in CADIS until around the end of the year, and which release we will really feel confident in getting rid of it is kind of up to how well we did and how well you and your users handle cadisSTUDIO. Our dream would be that people would just stop using cadisControl because cadisSTUDIO is so much better, and then nobody will notice when we turn it off. And we really would like to achieve that. And in order to achieve that, you could really help us out by giving us feedback. We have created a form on our support platform that is linked below. That is a quick feedback form. Please feel free to distribute that in your organization to your end users, because I know in this webinar, of course, most of you are key users, and the people who actually use CADIS day to day are out in the field. We really need the feedback from them, because in the end, the software has to work for them. They are who are making your business. So feel free to give it to the end users. We are happy about the feedback. The quicker we get that, then the quicker we can improve cadisSTUDIO. And of course, sessions for key users will be available on request, and also we'll be in touch with you, asking if you need support. If what Anne showed you very quickly now, we should go into more detail. And another opportunity to get more information on cadisSTUDIO, or frankly anything else in CADIS, is a new format that we want to announce now, starting April 10th. We will have an open door session every 6 to 8 weeks in accordance with our release schedule of CADIS, where we'll have an hour where you can drop in and ask questions. We ask that you send us questions for those sessions in advance, so we can have a bit of time to prepare for that, and then we'll just have a Teams meeting where everybody can join, and we'll talk about the question that you asked. You can ask follow-up questions. It will be an open group session, so not restricted to one company. Everybody will be in there. The first one will be on April 10th, and it will be cadisSTUDIO special. Now that you've seen it and maybe have some time, or your users have some time to explore cadisSTUDIO a bit, I'm sure you will have questions, and you can just go ahead and register to that event. That one will be run by Anne, at least the first one. We have a few more experts, but as I said, we're going to have that every 6 to 8 weeks, and the topics are really open. And that is all from our side. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your interest. As always, please feel free to contact us personally. My contact info is on here. Contact your key account manager, your regular contact that you know about already, or just write to support@cadissoftware.com. It'll go into our support organization, and it will be forwarded to your contact person here, or if they're on vacation, somebody else has the chance to respond, which is the big advantage of using the support system. So, do we have any questions in the chat? I promise that we can look at that.
No.
No
I
question?
don't see any question here. No, also not on the question and answer section. No, nothing here. Yeah.
Then thank you all very much. Of course, we'll upload a video recording of the session on the internet as usual, so you can watch it again, distribute it to somebody who maybe couldn't attend. And otherwise, hope to see you on the 10th of April in our open door session. And I wish you a great afternoon and a happy rest of Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.